Hey doing guys, this is the Cyberpunk video. I wanted to analyze and also bring out all the information that we already know about this game. Now I've done this already a couple of weeks back and but right now we've gotten actually an opportunity to see plenty of new information and details of news for the Cyberpunk 2077. If you want to take a look at that previous video, links down below in the description as well. Now let's get in. First, it's not very good news, maybe consider that's maybe. Basically, the Cyberpunk will not have a unique sort of a car game to similarity to Gwent as it did for The Witcher 3. Okay, so that's not going to be happening at all, unfortunately. It's been confirmed by CD Projekt Red themselves here, and it's unfortunate. I would like to see something else maybe, and they never said no. For example, like there's not going to be any sorts of card games or any sort of entertainment while you're not playing the game, as an example, if that makes any sense. Anyway, if we do continue, there's also plenty of information regarding that. If you guys did not know, all of the cars are going to be you can drive them manually, as you already will be familiar with, but all of them will be available to drive automatic. Basically, you can navigate it by, as an example, put the check mark on the map somewhere and the car will drive itself all the way there. And yeah, you don't have to drive it at all. So that's pretty nice and that's pretty neat as well. Now, there's another bad thing regarding that, the properties. There are going to be no purchasable properties at all. The property that you will be ending up living in is the very same one that we already have seen from the 2018 gameplay, and yeah, that's going to be the property most likely that's going to be all of our properties, if that makes sense. Anyway, there's also plenty of news regarding that the new Game Plus mode will be actually happening. They didn't confirm exactly when or how it's going to be changing it. All they mentioned that it is in the works right as we speak. Also, they've mentioned regarding that the skill system is a huge tailored to the style of playing. So as you level up and gain the progression points, which then you can use on new skills and attributes. There will be two types of points, mind you. One of the skills and one of the attributes. The level of the attributes will let you install the certain chips only available to each. And using one kind of a weapon a lot will also make you better at it. Same goes for the melee and of course hacking. There are also bonus perks, passive, active, and once activated in the certain conditions. On top of that, there's a streak cred, which you can gain through the completing tasks. The higher it is, the more serious and dangerous quests are available to us, as we are more, I put on quotes, trustworthy. Wanted to mention as well regarding the apartment. Yes, apartment has few gameplay features inside of it, and a place where you can check the internet, email, and a place where you can store your equipment, of course, as well. They've also mentioned regarding that V's flat is important to the storyline and lots of the meetings take place inside of it. But unfortunately, you cannot modify it, because decorating your apartment doesn't really go well with the vision of the dark and the gritty spirit of the game, says Poi, or Sasko anyway. So that kind of sucks. Basically, there's not going to be much, actually, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any customization in the apartments, and you cannot purchase new apartments or, move out the way or whatever. So that kind of is, yeah, that really does suck, to be personally honest. Now, also, stealing car is not so simple as you might think. If you do it somewhere where a policeman or a gang can see you, you'll be in some serious big trouble. You'll have to fight or run and hide, kind of obviously like Grand Theft Auto style. There's no jail though. Stolen cars, bikes will not end up in your garage, unlike the ones you purchased. So yes, loot, also I wanted to mention, is important, and besides all your usual stuff for crafting, weapons and armor, there are collectible items to find as well. If you like looting, it might become handy to install special chips that'll help you find secret stuff. And of course, the stuff you find is also all upgradable. NPCs will also leave clues as to where loot can be hidden. I wanted to touch on regarding the deep relationship system. You can befriend a lot of the NPCs. You can also become more than a friend to them. Having multiple relationships all at once is also quite possible. Of course, not every NPC will have the same sexual orientation as you. So if you want to bang them, well, might need to try in different playthroughs. Now, animals. Beautiful animals, right? they are mostly non-existent in the world of Cyberpunk due to the pandemic associated with them. You still have a chance to see some of them and some of the pets, but only owned by very wealthy elite people. Of course, game's ending will be dependent on our choices, but also side quests will have the noticeable role during the story, as well as at the end of it on top of that. Alright, well, these are bits of new information that I've gathered. I did on purposely skip on few other informations, but I already have touched on those on my previous video. Links down below again. Now, I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me down in the comments as well, what do you think about these features that I mentioned? And yeah, alright then, have a good one. I'll see you guys.